Hidden high in the lush green canopies of Southeast Asia lives a truly remarkable creature. Known to local people as the person of the forest, the orangutan is one of our closest living relatives. With their long, shaggy, reddish-brown hair and intelligent eyes, they command a quiet presence. These gentle giants spend almost their entire lives swinging gracefully through the trees, a behavior known as arboreal living. They are the world's largest tree-dwelling mammals, and their home is confined to just 2 islands on our entire planet, the ancient rainforests of Borneo and Sumatra. Here, they have thrived for millennia, shaping the very ecosystem they inhabit. The connection between the orangutan and its forest home is profound and inseparable. Mothers meticulously teach their young everything they need to know, from which fruits are safe to eat, to how to build a sturdy nest high in the branches each and every night. This period of learning is one of the longest in the animal kingdom, often lasting for 8 years or more. It is this slow, deliberate way of life that makes them so fascinating. Yet, this same slow pace of reproduction and long dependency on their mothers also makes their populations incredibly vulnerable. A female orangutan might only give birth to a new infant once every 7 to 9 years. Sadly, the number of these magnificent apes is falling at a terrifying rate. A century ago, it is believed that more than 230,000 orangutans roamed the forests. Today, the picture is tragically different. The Bornean orangutan, once more numerous, has seen its population plummet to fewer than 100,000 individuals, with a staggering loss of over 100,000 between 1999 and 2015 alone. Their Sumatran cousins face an even more perilous situation, with their numbers dwindling to fewer than 14,000. This drastic decline has pushed all species of orangutan onto the critically endangered list, placing them just one step away from extinction in the wild. This sharp decline is not a simple twist of fate or a natural cycle. It is a direct consequence of human activity. The very forests that have cradled these creatures for countless generations are disappearing. It is a story that is part of a much larger global crisis. The 2025 IUCN Red List warns that over 47,000 species are now threatened with extinction, a stark reminder of the immense pressure we are placing on our planet's biodiversity. For the orangutan, the person of the forest, this pressure is becoming unbearable. Their world is shrinking, and with it, their chances of survival. The primary reason for the orangutan's desperate plight is the catastrophic loss of its habitat. The rainforests of Borneo and Sumatra are being cleared at an alarming speed. Huge ancient trees that have stood for centuries are felled for their timber. Vast swathes of land are burned to make way for agriculture, most notably for palm oil plantations, which now stretch across the landscape in unnerving uniform rows. As the forests fall, so do the orangutans. Their entire existence is built around the complex, multi-layered structure of the jungle, which provides them with food, shelter, and a safe passage through the world. Without it, they are simply lost. The scale of this destruction is difficult to comprehend. Between 1985 and 2007, the Sumatran orangutan lost an estimated 60% of its forest habitat. Its Bornean counterpart has fared little better, with about 40% of its key habitat disappearing between 1973 and 2010. This relentless clearing does more than just remove trees. It shatters the orangutan's world into 1,000 pieces. Infrastructure projects, such as the construction of roads and settlements, slice through what little forest remains. These roads act as impassable barriers, isolating small groups of orangutans and preventing them from traveling to find food or mates, a process known as habitat fragmentation. This fragmentation has devastating consequences. Small, isolated populations become genetically fragile and are more susceptible to disease. The social fabric of orangutan life, which depends on wide-ranging movement, is completely torn apart. Young males, who must leave their mothers to establish their own territories, find their paths blocked by plantations or human settlements. This can lead to conflict, not only with humans but also among the orangutans themselves, as they are forced into ever smaller pockets of forest. This confinement makes them easy targets and severely limits their ability to adapt to changes in their environment. Beyond the immediate threat of chainsaws and bulldozers, other dangers loom. Climate change, driven by rising global temperatures, is altering the fruiting seasons of the trees that orangutans depend on for food, creating periods of starvation. Furthermore, the illegal pet trade continues to pose a significant threat. Poachers will often target a mother orangutan specifically to capture her infant, which is then sold into a life of captivity. For every baby orangutan that survives this traumatic ordeal, several others, including their fiercely protective mothers, perish. Each of these threats weaves together, creating a perfect storm that is pushing the orangutan towards the abyss. A recent and distressing example of this destruction unfolded in Indonesia throughout 2024. A company known as PT Mayawana Persada was found to be responsible for clearing vast areas of pristine rainforest in Borneo. Since 2021, this single company has converted an area of 33,070 hectares, that is over 81,000 acres, of irreplaceable forest into pulpwood plantations for producing paper. This land is not just any forest. It is the heartland of the Bornean orangutan, a designated critical habitat that is essential for the species' long-term survival. The concession also includes immense tracts of carbon-rich peatlands, which release enormous amounts of greenhouse gases when drained and cleared. The scale of this operation highlights the immense challenge facing conservationists. Although the Indonesian government, responding to pressure from environmental groups, officially ordered the company to stop its logging activities on March 28, 2024, the destruction did not cease. Satellite imagery and reports from observers on the ground confirmed a deeply troubling reality. Throughout late 2024, the company continued its work, planting acacia trees on the very peatlands that had been illegally cleared. This blatant disregard for the government's order shows how powerful commercial interests can often override environmental protections, even when a species' very existence is on the line. The immediate impact on wildlife has been heartbreaking and plain to see. As their forest home has been systematically dismantled, displaced and starving orangutans have been sighted with increasing frequency in nearby villages and on the fringes of plantations. These are not curious explorers, they are refugees fleeing a war zone. Confused and desperate for food, they are often seen as pests or threats by local communities, which can lead to tragic and violent conflicts. These encounters are a direct symptom of the habitat loss, a visual testament to the fact that the orangutans have nowhere else to go. The case of PT Mayawana Persada is a sobering reminder that the fight against deforestation is far from over. It is a story of legal loopholes, weak enforcement, and the relentless pursuit of profit at the expense of our planet's natural heritage. Environmental organizations like Sakabumi and Walhi are now calling for much stronger government intervention. They are demanding not just a temporary halt, but a permanent revocation of the company's licenses and a thorough review of its operations. For the orangutans of this region, the outcome of this struggle could very well mean the difference between life and death. In the face of such overwhelming threats, it is easy to feel a sense of despair. Yet, all is not lost. Across Borneo and Sumatra, dedicated individuals and organizations are working tirelessly to turn the tide. One of the most innovative and crucial strategies is the creation of wildlife corridors. These are protected pathways of forests that connect fragmented habitats, allowing orangutans and other wildlife to move safely between isolated areas. By replanting native trees, groups like the WWF are stitching the rainforest back together. Between 2008 and 2019, one such project successfully restored over 2,200 hectares of forest in Bukit Piton, Borneo, transforming a logged-over landscape back into a thriving highway for orangutans. These conservation efforts extend beyond just planting trees. They involve working closely with local communities to find sustainable livelihoods that do not depend on deforestation. They include rescue and rehabilitation centers that care for orphaned and injured orangutans, with the ultimate goal of returning them to protected areas in the wild. Patrol teams monitor the forests, working to dismantle poachers' snares and report illegal logging activities. Every hectare of forest saved, every orangutan returned to the wild, and every community engaged in conservation represents a small but significant victory in this ongoing battle. The fight for the orangutan's future is a fight for the health of the entire planet. As gardeners of the forest, orangutans play a vital role in their ecosystem. By eating hundreds of types of fruit and dispersing the seeds across the forest floor, they help to ensure the regeneration and diversity of the rainforest itself. The survival of countless other species, from insects to birds to tigers, is linked to the health of the forest that orangutans help maintain. Protecting them means protecting a complex web of life, that is essential for maintaining global biodiversity and even for regulating our climate. Ultimately, the fate of the orangutan rests in our hands. Their gentle nature and deep intelligence reflect a part of our own world that we are in danger of losing forever. As of today, December 2nd, 2025, their race against extinction is more urgent than ever. We must demand stronger protection for their forests, support companies that commit to sustainable practices, and amplify the voices of those working on the front lines. To allow the person of the forest to vanish from our world would be an unforgivable failure, a silent testament to our inability to protect the life with which we share this planet.